So I thought we'd do another Preston Blair dialogue bit today. And let's look at how he did this sentence. Hello, Pete, fine day, isn't it? How are you? But let's do it with the actual faces that he did here instead of just mouths like he did there. So the first position, hello. Let's just do that. That appears to be a C mouth. That's a D mouth wide open. This is a C mouth with tongue up. This is a C mouth with the tongue in the roof of the mouth, which he calls an L mouth. And then the hello is an O mouth. So let's see how that looks when we draw the whole face. And I've got my trusty tablet here. And I've got a couple of drafting pencils here. So, move this over. Actually, let me take one more page here. And let's say that we start with the mouth closed, right? So the mouth closed, the head is kind of compressed down. And let's scrub this line out a little bit. We don't actually need that because we're going to be using something like that for the mouth. So when we do TV animation, this is usually an A mouth. And then we would just pop to the next mouth pose, which is C. So this part comes down a little bit like this. The top lip goes up a little bit, and then this part comes down. And we would see the teeth here. And then the next mouth pose is, actually that one should have been a D, but we made it pretty wide. That's a good width there. And then the next pose, keep the teeth here. And we bring the tongue up for the L. close the mouth a little bit like that, and then the tongue comes up like that. Jaw comes up a little bit. Head stays more or less the same. Cute little nose in there. And then that tongue goes underneath the teeth. Sometimes you can animate in parts like I'm doing here. You might bring his top lip up a little bit and keep the teeth where they are. And Preston does a thing where the mouth stays the same, it seems. And the tongue goes underneath like that. And we fill in. And then it goes to a wide open O mouth. So I'll start with the nose here. This goes down. And what he shows is no teeth, but the tongue has come down. We'll put the tongue down here. And then when we look at it, we see the mouth go from closed to open to a C mouth. Hell, and the tongue is coming up on the first L. And then it goes to the roof of the mouth for hell. And then it goes open like that for hello. And you see all the changes that are done there. And this is how you practice what we call lip assign. And the guy says, hello. So try that on your character and do different mouth shapes and keep drawing. We'll see you next time.